Hello, everybody. What's up? My name is Gally.
And I am Night.
And welcome back to
The Great Ace Eternity. Because, we know what you're thinking.
That you're a sponge. Spongety, spongety, sponge.
Actually, yeah, my hair does absorb water really well.
Fuck off. We didn't really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that? Eh? Are you asking me or telling me? He's getting flustered. I might be able to extract some new information from him if I answer him cleverly. No, Sasuto already said that that's how you get people to be pissed at you.
Sorry, off topic. I turned my neck and it cracked. So I took a minute. Anyway.
Hopefully that doesn't get caught up in the recording.
Oh, no, you didn't hear it.
Mm.
But I did. It's my neck.
Could he just have happened to see the exact moment of the crime was committed?
Some days are like that. I mean, that's true. But we'll say no chance.
Sure. Well, it is a little hard to believe. Certainly. Unless you spend your time peeping through a skylight on top of an omnibus, that is. Peeping? I'm a respectable city banker, I'll have you know.
I'm sorry, no banker truly is respectable, especially in that time period.
And I know what I saw. I remember it clear as a Ballarat day?
Yeah.
It was a grim scene, I don't mind telling you.
Thank you, Mr. Fairplay. Why are you typing things?
Ballarat is a city in the Central Highlands of Victoria?
I'm trying to...
Hang on, what? Sorry. Does Ballarat mean? Is what I meant. No, it just keeps saying it's a city in Australia. Oh, excuse me if I was getting a little hot under the collar there, my lord.
Australia at the time was a place you sent all the convicts.
I know.
So I don't know. It's probably just a saying of the time. I would ask you to supplement your testimony with a clear statement about exactly what you saw.
Oh, I can do that all right. I'll tell you just how grim it was. You were eating your cane. There's a sight of those blood-soaked hands after a butcher stabbed
That's
them.
new.
Oh, is it? Do you know? Do you think I'd forget the sight of those blood-soaked hands after the butcher stabbed the man?
Present. See.
Okay. So do we present the gloves?
I'm gonna try the gloves first.
Okay.
Oops.
Because I'm sitting here thinking, like, I remember we did the whole thing with the windows.
Yeah, but if you look at this, only one has a stain.
Oh, yeah.
So,
X. Blood-soaked. Hands? Well, I admit that soaked might be laying it on a little thick, but... like butter. But anyway, there was definitely butter all over them. Both of them were covered in it.
What kind of butter is red?
Oh, this just became something else entirely.
Yeah, don't. Don't say it.
Well, I'm very sorry to disagree, Mr. Fairplay. That's more than a little peculiar. What? No, wait. What? Here are the gloves worn by the defendant, Mr. McGilded, the night in question. Oh, yes, right. There certainly does appear to be a sizable dark-colored stain there. Yeah. But, as I'm sure you can clearly see, it's only the right-hand glove. Ow.
He's a chipmunk. Oh wait, they don't exist in the UK. That's right. Or was it just Ireland?
In short, Mr. Fairplay, your testimony is inconsistent. Am I a Pokemon?
Maybe.
But no, that can't be right. Oh my god.
So you're the liar here then?
That's right, you were quite clear about it. You said it was both hands. Mr. Fairplay, if your last statement was a lie, calls your entire testimony into question. You'll also be held in contempt. You say you saw the moment the victim was stabbed, but is that really the truth?
Objection!
Oh, him.
Put your cape back on. I read that as it was a vampire mistake.
Oh, never mind. There are chipmunks in,
It was a simple mistake. You can't justify accusing this man of lying.
There are chipmunks in the UK, but they were, released into the wild by pet owners in the 1970s. They weren't naturally.
Yes, it wasn't both hands, it was only one. The fact remains. The victim's blood was on the accused. My voice changes every episode. No, Mr. Fairplay categorically stated that he saw blood all over both hands. Which means there's a strong possibility that this witness was deliberately trying to mislead the court. Why? Why? I'm just a city banker, for Pete's sake. My word should be the gold standard. I'm a gentleman, not some gutter snipe. Upstanding members of society don't... Go fuck yourself, man.
They always do.
Well, he's... never mind. He's claiming to have no reason to lie.
He's a rich person. They always lie.
Is that really the case?
Mr. Naruhodo, if we had some evidence to explain why Mr. Fairplay might be lying, it could turn the tide in this trial completely. Oh, I think I know.
The book?
Yeah, the book.
Something to show this man has compelling reason to lie in his testimony.
I have evidence.
My lord?
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, counsel.
The defense is ready to present evidence.
By Jove, are you sure?
By Jove, by George, by Jeeve. Yes, evidence that will clearly demonstrate why Mr. Fairplay
Mr. Fairplay
had reason to lie in his testimony. I'm not continuing to do the screen.
Does that help?
No.
Very well. I hereby call on the defense to present its evidence. The evidence that demonstrates the motive for the witness's alleged deception of the court, not description.
It's in a book.
I want to examine it first.
Oh, we can open it. Ooh. This portfolio must contain all sorts of secrets in London's gentry?
Gentry, yeah. Oh dear, do you really think we ought to look inside?
Well, it's not as though we know any of London's gentry personally, is it?
Apart from her, I'm a great detective friend, perhaps. Do you want me to...
Actually, I wonder.
What?
I'm reading. It's obviously in the book.
If you're wondering. Gentry. People of good social position, specifically in the UK, the class of people next below the nobility in position and birth. Because I realized you got confused. Some other people might.
I didn't get confused about gentry.
It's gentry. Not gentry.
I stand by what I said.
I assure you, we will not find Mr. Holmes' name inside.
Well, let's see what we find. Everybody in the courtroom.
Names. Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it?
It's his call book. Well, I suppose really they're not all gentlemen at all then, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off.
Goodness.
What is it?
Look at this. Do you see the name here?
Bruce Fairplay.
Should that mean something to me? Oh, wait. That's you.
That should mean something to me. I think we just talked to the guy.
Bruce Fairplay, the witness testifying at this very moment.
Yeah, of course, the banker. Why is his name here? Because he borrowed 20 guineas, did he? Look, the repayment date is fast approaching.
It's possible that this is just a coincidence, of course, but this could be very useful information.
Evidence to prove that he's been...
It's been updated.
that he's trying to hide the fact. So, X. This is a list of the debtors who owe money to Mr. McGilded. Yes, a list of innocent victims crippled by the accuser's extortion.
To be fair, I don't think they're fully innocent just because he extorted them. Because, quite frankly, they had to get themselves in debt somehow first. And, back then it was usually booze and gambling.
It's still booze and gambling.
Yeah, some things never change. Like how there's graffitis on the wall of Pompeii from the people who lived there. One of them literally just says, I forget his name, but it was like, so-and-so was here.
Put your cape back on, dude.
One of them talks about bread.
Among the names of the debtors is your name. Mr. Bruce Fairplay. Why does everybody else look shocked?
What? Because we didn't read the damn thing! Mr. Fairplay, are you certainly indebted financially to the accused?
No, well, it's barely worthy of being called a debt. According to this ledger, you owe 20 guineas. Not an inconsiderable sum of money, wouldn't you say?
Okay, I'm looking something up because I'm curious.
What's 20 guineas worth?
Yeah.
You're doing just a little.
I'm mostly
homework.
just getting places that want to sell. Yeah. All I can tell you right now is that a 1 guinea coin will go for about...
Ew.
In American will go about $43.35 per gram. Therefore, 1 guinea is worth about 327.
The information I got says that 20 guineas, or maybe this is francs, in 1860 was worth $3,000.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, it's a few thousand at least.
Yeah.
I was mostly getting like, hey, you want to sell them?
No! Don't even have them to sell.
Anyways, now that curiosity is...
Well, what of it? Let's suppose Mr. McGilded were to be found guilty of murder. What would become of your debt in that case?
These documents state that the loan agreement is forged between two individual parties. Therefore, we, were the creditor, the defendant here, to be sentenced to a capital punishment. All outstanding debts which are owed to him would be annulled. They would cease to exist. Cease to exist?
Mr. Fairplay?
I doubt that would actually happen, because back in the day, debt was known to pass on to people's kids and shit. Like,
True, but
their
if the
10-year-old
person...
child would suddenly have to pay it back.
That's not what he's saying, though.
I know, but I'm saying, I'm sure they would find a way to get their money, even if they were behind bars.
But if he's dead, there's nobody to give it to.
Yeah, maybe his kids or something.
You honestly think he has kids?
Not legitimately.
Is it not the case that you claimed in your testimony to have seen something you never, in fact, saw? In a devious attempt to annul your debt of 20 guineas to the defendant.
Get!
Why is it...
Get!
Don't do that. But also, like, why is everybody here an asshole?
Order, Mr. Bruce Fairblade. They're not necessarily an asshole. They're just trying to get out of it.
Yes, my lord.
Let me ask you again. And be aware that your answer may have most serious implications upon your future, sir. Did you or did you not see the precise moment at the time at which the defendant is alleged to have thrust a knife into the victim?
Your silence speaks volumes. You did not tell the truth in your testimony. I was waiting to hear objection. I know that's not his voice, but still.
Close enough.
All right, let's not make a melodrama out of this. Perhaps I did overstate the truth a pinch. A pinch?
Pinch of salt.
But it makes no difference. I definitely remember seeing blood on McGilded's hands. Both of them. And yet only one of the defendant's gloves, which we have here in evidence, is stained. So you keep saying...
I wonder if I might be allowed to speak, sir? Go ahead, Mr. Frost. Well, the thing is, I think I remember seeing it myself as it happens.
Oh my god, how convenient. Seeing what?
The blood, sir, on the assailant's hands. I think, yes. I'm almost sure that it was on both his hands, not just one.
What? What?
You just knocked yourself out, sir. Also, to be able to hit the back from that's a lot
Ow.
farther than they showed. It would appear that we're going to need further testimony from all you witnesses. This time, I would like to know precisely what you did and what you did not see. Do I make myself perfectly clear? Mr. Naruto, this is good news. The course of the trial seems to have shifted slightly, at least.
Yeah. I might finally have a chance to turn things around here.
Yeah, next time.
It's Big Alley.
This is Midnight.
See y'all next time.
Bye-bye, everybody.